Good evening, all the PG aspirants. Today we will discuss how to study for AIAPGET. Okay. We don't know how many of you are from which background. Some of you may be freshers for AIAPGET, PGET, and some of you may be from repeaters, right? And some of you may be final years also. We don't know your background. But first things, before going to study, someone asked to suggest some books required for AIPGET. I will suggest some books what you should have for preparing AIPGET. The first one is Prabhakar Rao. It is the simplest book. Okay. It consists of two volumes, volume 1 and volume 2. What this book consists of is, it consists of some notes about all the subjects, okay, followed by some questions and answers. This Prabhakaram consists of all the subjects of BAMS. The people who are preparing for entrance, they have to read this book thoroughly first. This is the first level of reading, and this is very simple book. Okay, it is regarding the subjects. For example, it starts from Ayurveda Itihasa, it completes till Prasuti Tantra also. It consists of two volumes. So in that, you read the notes which is particular to each subject, then start answering the questions which are given here. Then once you are thorough with the subject, then you have to touch Ayurveda Samuchaya, then Parik book. These three books are mandatory for subject-wise preparations. Prabhakar Rao, second one is Ayurveda Samuchaya, third one is Parik book. In Ayurveda Samuchaya, how they have given is, there we have a notes regarding our Samhita also. Apart from this, we have some notes regarding all the subjects also. So you need to follow all the things. First, once you are clear with the Prabhakar Rao notes, you will get some idea and it will not be confused for you. Again, if you go to touch Ayurveda Samuchaya, what will happen is there will be some repetitions regarding the topics and you will be perfect with that, and there will be some additional to mark the important points which are given in Ayurveda Samuchaya. Okay, so you will have a notes regarding the Samhitas also, and as well as subject wise also. This completes the Ayurveda Samuchaya, and again at the end of Ayurveda Samuchaya, you will have many questions papers, and it also covers modern topics. You need to be thorough with that. And if we want to talk about modern topics, is in Parik, very detailed topics are given. Only some few things are given regarding modern topics. If you take it as anatomy, physiology, it will be completed within 6 to 7 pages like that. But in Samuchaya, it's not like that. You will have 10 to 20 pages. Okay, elaborately given in Ayurveda Samuchaya. First, you study the modern topics in Parik. Once you are clear with the Parik book, you go to Ayurveda Samuchaya. Again, there will be some repetitions of some topics, and you will get some additional things also regarding modern topics. But first, you need to be perfect with Parik, because that is the basic things you need to know. Then after that, you see for Ayurveda Samuchaya book from modern aspect. In Parik book, what will happen is, I think all of you who have been started to prepare from 1 year, you have started to prepare from Parik book, because first 80 pages are regarding only the numbers which are given in classics or any subject wise questions, like how many Basti Vapats are there, what are Trisutras, and what are Nasya Karmas. All the numbers are given there. You need to be perfect with the numbers. If you are perfect with the first 8 pages, what you will get is, at least you will get 10 marks from that Parik book. That is for sure. You may get more than 10 marks, but surely you will get 10 marks from those pages, because it's very, very important things. Only the numbers and very important topics are mentioned in the first 80 pages. Okay, you need to be very clear with the first 80 pages. And it is not that only first 80 pages if I study I will get marks. It's not like that, because once you have seen that book, you will get to know, you will be very much confused with the topic. If you have started to study first page, once you finish, and if you go to second and third page, you will forget the first page, because it is only the numbers and names given here. It is not the description. Okay, you will be very much confused. And whole the topics, all 18 subjects and 6 samhitas which are given And the numbers in these all 18 subjects and 6 samhitas, they have been included in only 80 pages. So you need to be very perfect with that. All the numbers and names are given. Suppose you take a classification of Visarpa, classification of Madate, classification of Vishachikitsa, and everything for every disease it is given. And if it is different according to the authors, like Netra, Netra rogas. If you take Netra rogas, what are according to the Shushruta, what are according to the Charaka, Bhava Prakasha, Sharangadara, like that when numbers and names, if additional names are there, they are given. It is like a compilation of all the 18 subjects and 6 samhitas. So you need to understand it thoroughly. And it is not like a single person should sit and study. If you have a friends with you, what you have to do is first 5 pages you have to study. One after the other should ask the same questions. Then if you ask a question what mistake you have done, that it will be corrected there itself, then you will proceed to next page. Like that way group work is there for Parik, at least for Parik first 80 pages, so it will be helpful for you. Okay, in Parik first be clear with first 80 pages, and it is not a 1 day or 2 day work, it is a work of many months. Every day if you start to read for 5 pages, okay, be clear with the 5 pages, again you will go for next 2 pages, then revise the first 5 pages, again you go for, be perfect with 7 pages, you will go to the 8th page. Like that way you have to revise every day and you have to proceed, otherwise you will definitely forget. This is how you need to be prepared with first 80 pages. And after that, how the description is given in Parakis, it is also regarding the subjects. Like Ayurveda Ityasa, you have 4 to 5 pages are there, and Padartha Vijnana, you have pages. And whatever you have studied in Prabhakar Rao, that will be repeated here, and some additional points you will get in Parik. And it is in Hindi. Different colors of pen and mark the important points. Okay, that's how you have to study from Prabhakar Rao, Ayurveda Samuchaya Parik book. These three books are very, very essential from subject wise. Okay, are you clear with that? Next, we will go to Samhitas. For Samhitas, what you need to do is you should have Bruhatrayi Manjusha. Previously, if you have been preparing from 1 year or 2 years, you will directly go to the Samhitas like Bhagavan Das, Chakrapani Datta Tika. You will read the shlokas. From that shloka, you will get the questions. Like that way, you will read. But as we have shortage of time, if you are preparing for only 3 or 4 months, you better buy Bruhadrayi Manjusha book. Their important points required for AIAPGET is given. It is only for PG entrance exams. So there what they have given is they have given compilation of important things which is required for AIAPGET. So it will be easy for you to study the Bruhatrayas, because most of the questions will come from Bruhatrayi. Suppose if you take Kaya Chikitsa, what is covered? Charaka Samhita Chikitsa Sthana, everything is covered, right? If you take Prasuti Tantra, what is covered? Shushruta Samhita is covered, Sharira Sthana, and Charaka Sharira Sthana is covered. And if you take Shalakya Tantra, what is covered? Again, it is the Shushruta Samhita is there. And Ashtanga Hridaya, Ashtanga Sangraha, some important points, Uttara Tantra, they have been explained. So for every subject, what is needed is you have to study from subject wise. Along with that, you have to study from Bruhatrayi Manjusha. So what will happen is there will be revision of the topics. Once you will have a revision of the topics, you will be perfect with the subject, and most of the questions come from revision topics only, because they are all very sensitive and important points required for the subject. How the question paper is framed is the question paper is framed according to the syllabus only. It is not according to the Samhita. For example, the question is from Roga Nidana. So they will take question from Madhava Nidana, because Madhava Nidana is famous for Roga Nidana, right? So they will ask a question from Roga Nidana. For that, they will give importance to Madhava Nidana. From Kaya Chikitsa, if they want to take questions, they will take from Charaka Samhita. For Shalya Tantra, if they want to take questions, they will take from Shushruta Samhita, as along with Ashtanga Sangraha and Ashtanga Hridaya, because they want to check either you compiled and you referred Ashtanga Sangraha Hridaya also. And if they want to take some questions from Bhaishajya Ratnavali, Bhaishajya Kalpana, they will take questions from Sharangadhara because that is the famous book for Sharangadhara. For every subject, there are specific books. And if you take pediatrics, Kaumara Nrutya, they will ask questions from Kashyapa Samhita only because that is the famous book and very significant book for Kashyapa Samhita. It is like that. So they will take questions according to the subject. Here, along with Bruhatrayi Manjusha, these three books are also very important. And in Samhita, all the subjects are almost covered. But for modern topics, you have to refer the other three books. Okay. And in Lagutrayi, what happens? For Samhitas, Bruhatrayi Manjusha is covered. For Lagutrayi, if you take, it is Madhava Nidana, Sharangadhara Samhita, and Bhava Prakasha. Now you have a shortage of time. We can't open the whole Sharangadhara Samhita book and read. You can take questions from Ayurveda Samuchaya. There Sharangadhara Vaishishta is there. And in Parik also Sharangadhara Vaishishta is there. You should be very clear with the concepts given here. And you shouldn't have any doubt from those books because it is very compared and consolidated. If you have a doubt in that, then you can't answer any questions in exams. It's not that you have read something, it is, see, this exam is very different from academic exams. If they give you any question for 5 marks, you will answer for 2 marks, like 2 3 lines you will write, you will get a marks. It's not that. It is entirely different exams. You should be very particular and clear with the concept. If you have a doubt, again you will fall while answering the questions which is given in the entrance. It is like that. Okay. For Bhava Prakash also, Bhava Prakasha Vaishishta like this, it is given in Ayurveda Samuchaya. It is given in compiled books like Samuchaya, Parik, and Prabhakar. Then how to study is, we don't know if we are interns, like you will have a duty in colleges, right? So afternoon you will go to some other duties. If you are government college students, many students will go to evening duties or night duties. If you are doing duties like this, along with concentration of your AAPGET exam, stop going to any duties first of all. Don't go behind money. Okay, if you go behind money for some amount of money, your whole life will be sticked there. You can't move forward in Ayurveda. At least now you have 3 to 4 months of your time. Spend your whole efforts and whole time for entrance exam. Then only you will get a fruitful result. Otherwise, it will be very difficult because if you miss a chance to get a seat for government colleges, so you need to join private colleges, right? Then how much you have to pay there? Right. That is also an important thing. If you spend 4 or 5 months, if you get a government seat, you will save lakhs and lakhs of your amount. So we don't know what's your destiny. Your destiny may be national institutes, private colleges, or government colleges. But for everything, if you want to be eligible, stop going for any other tutors if you are intense. If some people, what happens is they will go to some tutors, there are some repeaters are there. They will go to tutors evening time, they will study. So what happens here is we have only 4 or 5 months left for our exams. So better stop going to any duties and put all your strength, all your hard work on your AIAPGET and get good ranks at a single time. That what we suggest. If you get good rank at one time, what will happen is your whole 1 year is saved in your academic year. You will not be go back. That is one of the suggestion what we would like to give. Better stop doing any duties. If you are intense, of course you have to do duties to thoroughly concentrate on all your time on your subject. Okay. Then from modern topics, how you have to read is, I told you in Parik and Ayurveda Samuchaya it is given. Okay. You just go through the notes given there, and like physiology, anatomy, you should know the basic things. What is there in entrance exam is, first they will ask basic questions 50 to 60. Everyone should answer like this. Okay. For example, I will give you trisomy 21 is which disease. Someone will definitely will answer wrong. If you don't know these basic things, what examiner will think that you will not know anything about genetic disorder like that. As you all become doctors, you don't know how to diagnose, and at least how you don't know the sign of Klinefelter's Turner syndrome, Down syndrome, how you will be eligible to entrance. Like that way examiner will think and they will give 50 to 60 or 70 questions, very basic questions. Okay, sometimes in shlokas also what happens in Shalakya, name Vartmagata Roga, it is Vartmagata Roga, like that way they will give. Sometimes if you don't know the name of the rogas, how you will answer? Is it Vedana, Chedaniya, like that? So basic things should be known. If it is known, then you will inside the competition. If you don't know the basic things, if you are not perfect with basic things, then you will out of the competition and you will not be eligible for the entrance. See how many hours you study, it's not very important. How attentive you are in your reading hours, it's very, very important. And you shouldn't have any doubt with the concept what you have studied. You should be perfect with that. That is very, very important. Once you have a doubt, once you have a confusion, it will be really waste for you. Because in entrance, what will happen is you will answer wrong, right? Again, if you answer wrong, you will have negative marks, so that is a bad impact on your whole total marks. So that's why you should be perfect with the subject and don't take much risk in answering negative questions. And how to answer, how much you have to answer, that we will explain you. That we will take one more class when we are very near to the exam. That is a different thing. And what you do is along with these subjects every day, if you even if you have not started to prepare, take previous year question papers. In Parik book, behind that book, you will get some question papers. In Ayurveda Samuchaya, there are question papers. Keep solving the question papers daily. Make it a routine habit. Solve 50 questions daily. Even if it is 50 questions daily, start solving the question papers. Concentrate when you go to study from subject wise and Samhita wise. See, solving question paper is very, very important. From that only you will get to know how to study. We are here to show the but see, it's very important. You study it, you study it like this way. Before you answer, but what you have to do is you need to remember that one. You need to memorize till the completion of your exam. You need to go and put it right there in your exams. Otherwise, it will be waste, right? You need constant repetitions. Every day if you keep solving the questions, you may get repetitions and you will get to know from which area I am getting questions and how I have to put efforts. Can I put some efforts on this particular topic? Like that way you will get an idea if you keep on solving the questions. Solving question paper is very, very essential as how you study regarding subject wise and samhitas. Okay, then if you are planned to enjoy, to picnic, or to watch any movie, keep postponing this for 4 months because you need continuous efforts to be successful any type of entrance exam. It's not only this AIAPG, it may be NEET, UG, PG. Your coming years, you may get some government job. Exams. For everything, what we need to do is, if you are very near to exam, keep your enjoy aside. Okay, then concentrate on the subjects and work thoroughly. Then only you may get a fruitful result. You will reach your destiny. Otherwise, you will definitely fail in your AIAPGET. And the most common burden what freshers will face is you will have your seniors as competitors. Okay, they have been preparing from 1 year. Someone may be preparing from 2 years. See, in Maharashtra and Kerala, what will happen is they may be preparing from 4 years. They may be preparing from 5 years. That will be a very big burden for the freshers because they have been preparing since 2 months, 3 months. You in this group also there may be maybe many candidates. What we need to do is here you have a competition with your seniors. They have put lots of efforts, right? You need to put efforts like them within a short duration. So how you need to prepare, you think yourself and decide how you have to spend your time, how you have to perfect. See, they are all your the biggest competitors. It is very crucial for you because they will put everything right. They have been preparing from 3 years, 4 years. Then what you will do if you study from 4 months? Right, that is also important thing. It is not that it is impossible for you. What we are saying is Be attentive in classes, whatever we tell, and start memorizing those things, recall it. See, repetition is very essential. Frequently you have to revise the things whatever you read. It is very very key point for success in AIPGT. It is not a matter of one subject or two subject, three subject. It's a matter of 18 subjects. Along with it, modern points are there. Modern topics you need to be clear. And we have Samhitas. Kashyapa Samhita, I think no one has touched. Sharangadara, I think you might have touched to some extent. Right? Madhava Nidana, you might not have touched. All these things are new things for you. From that area only questions will arise. So you need to spend more time on that. And we discussed about Parik pages, and in some subjects like Dravya Guna, Rasashasta, whatever is there, and every day if you go and sit and if you discuss with some friends, wherever, if you are traveling, you should know the botanical name. In one sheet, you write it as botanical family, English name, synonyms for detailed rest, and keep revising this. And it's not a work of one day. You need to revise at least every day 10 drugs. And in Russia, it's also same thing. If Maharasa, Uparasa, Sadhana Rasa are there, you should know the chemical name, English name, classification, synonyms. From these rasas only you will get the question. And these are basic things. We should definitely know these things. So for Dravyaguna and Rashastra, and in Shalakya Tantra, Vartmagata Rogas are there, Shuklagata Rogas are there. You should know the names at least. For everything, you need to prepare small notes which are covered in one pages. And every day, wherever you go, if you get some time in your internship, like if you go home, if you go to any picnic or anything, you open that sheet and keep revising it. If you are waiting in a bus stand, open it and keep revising it. That's how you will get the knowledge. And if you want to be successful, if you want to be see, everything is left to you. Okay, how to prepare, it's left to you how to create your life. See, BMS is also important, and PG is mandatory nowadays. You have to do PG. All these things are there. So decide yourself, okay, and keep working hard. If you have any problems, you may ask us anytime. See, Pramathians are always with you. We are a team of 5 members. We always guide you how to read, but our efforts is like 30 to 40%. You need to put 100% efforts if you want to be successful in your life. Now what I would like to conclude is, you should have Prabhakar Rao, Ayurveda Samuchaya, Parik book, and Bruhatraya Manjushas. And these things are very essential. You should be thorough with these four textbooks and keep solving the questions papers. It is also very very important. Then you will get an idea. Okay, so for some subjects like Dravyaguna Rashastra, as I told, and Shalakya, and in Shushruta Samhita also, like blunt instruments, sharp instruments are there, shastras are there, yantras are there, their numbers, their specification. Every day you have to revise. Sometimes we may get, if we get a time, we will take some classes regarding every subject. We will tell you the sensitive topics from each area. You will get questions. It may be helpful for you, but first we concentrate on samhitas, because once you study the samhita, suppose if we complete charaka chikitsa sthana kaya chikitsa is completed, like that way we could take. That's why we have shortage of time. We are concentrating on samhitas. In between we will take classes regarding subjects also. If you have any doubt, and if you want any time, any help, anytime you can contact us. No problem. And don't leave the group. We will tell, and we request only PG aspirants to stay in the group, because sometimes we will give you some free masterclass regarding subject also. And we request other candidates also to leave the group if you are not PG aspirants, okay, so that we can make a space for PG aspirants. It will be helpful for only PG aspirants. If you have any doubt, you may ask. And what you do is, every day if you get up, if you are a PG aspirant, open Parik book and read 5 pages of Parik book and revise what you have studied yesterday and go for next pages. That is the first thing. Then after that, it is left to you. Either you want to study subject wise or Samhita wise. You spend 2 hours of time from subject wise, 2 hours for Samhita wise. If you come from both the ways, so there will be more repetitions of a particular subject, so you will be perfect. And evening time, if you get bored, if you get sleep, what you have to do is keep solving the question papers every day. You make your own timetable and keep solving the question papers, keep reading the Parik book. For Samhitas, keep reading Bruhatrayi Manjusha, and don't leave modern topics also. You will get 20 to 30 questions from modern also. You need to be perfect with that. Either physiology, anatomy, pathology, and surgery also. In surgery, what will happen? Appendicitis. These every day we will see these cases. If you are intense, you have seen these cases, right? And the signs for appendicitis, volvulus, interception. These are all the basic things. They will ask only about commonly seen diseases. You should know these things. First 80 to 90, around 100 questions. If you have 120 questions, around 100 questions or 110 questions are regarding the commonly used diseases. Only 10 questions are, if you have seen very rarely diseases, 120 are regarding daily commonly used diseases. So you need to be perfect with that. As you are intern, you might have been seeing the cases. So sometimes how we were preparing is, if we are posted to P and SM, we were completing the P and SM there only. We were completing Swastarutta there only. As you are seeing the cases and you are studying for the subject, it is not boring for you. If you are posted to Shalya Tantra, you complete Shalya Tantra book, surgery book once, and you complete Sushruta Sutrasthana once. So it will not be boring for you. You may make idea like this. If you are posted to Shalakya, you have been seeing the patient